Now we have this thing that we can call Poo Lake, just kind of chilling here. It's disgusting, but it works, okay? Poo Lake. Definitely don't want to swim here. What is up, everyone? Mr. Aviator here, bringing you a brand new series here on AviatorGamez, you guys. Today, we're starting our journey on Cities Skylines, and I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't this game older? Well, hold on just a second there. I bought every single expansion pack, every single game pack, every single stuff pack, everything you could possibly own for Cities Skylines I own. It was like $200. But we're ready to make the greatest City Skyline series you have ever seen. We're going to have amusement parks, water parks, zoos, and it's going to be one of the greatest tourist attractions / greatest cities to live in ever. And I'm going to be its mayor, and you guys are going to help me run this city. Now, if you guys have seen SimCity or played SimCity, City Skylines is kind of like it, but City Skylines has a lot more to do, a lot more details, and a lot more to manage, and it's really hard. This game's actually really, really hard to complete and not have your whole city be ruined. So it's going to be interesting to see if this is something we can complete and beat without completely losing the whole city and having everything crumble beneath us. But it'll be a journey we go on together. So if you guys are excited for this series, well then show me, guys. The best way to show me that you are loving a new series or you're excited about seeing a new episode of it is liking the video. So please, if you have a spare second, like this video. If we have 10 to 20,000 people that watch this, we should get 1,000 likes easy. So please show me some support and love by hitting that like button. Also, if you're new around here, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our videos. It's summer, baby. We're uploading every single day. We do Sims 4 content along with City Skylines and other tycoon games. So if you like those kind of games, well, spend the summer with us and watch some of these amazing videos. City Skylines will be a long series of like 20 to 40-minute episodes. So if you like long videos, this series is going to be for you. And in the comment section down below, leave me city name suggestions. But guys, I've been thinking for a while, and I think I want to start our city off on a place called Sandy Beach. Now, this place is pretty interesting because it's got a big river that runs through it, and it's got a lot of different areas around it that we can inhabit. So we start off with one square, and that's our square, but we can eventually unlock more. For now, though, I'm going to call the city Aviatortopia, but you guys can leave suggestions down below in the comments. So let's start the city off right now and get into it. Now, guys, like I said, this game is really complicated. Like, you can ban pets from your city. You can ban smoking. You can legalize weed. There's so many weird and crazy things you can do. So, like, you're the city mayor and also the city planner and the city manager and the city builder. You're everything in one in this game, and it's really, really fun and really exciting. So I really hope you guys are excited for this series. But let's get started, guys. So the first thing we got to do is we have to plan out how our city's going to lay out. So what I want to do is, see, this is a small side of the city. This is the big side. On the small side, I want to have all the pollution, all the factories, all the dirty things, the trash dumps and all that. And over here, I want all the businesses and homes and all the shopping and all that. So what we're going to do is start off by building a road that's 3 long by about, let's do 1 tall, right? Yes. No, 2 tall. No, 1 tall. We're going to do 1 tall. Okay, so that's how we're going to start the city, and we're going to do that on each side. So 3 by 1, that's how we're going to do this. Okay, now this is the main in, this is the main out. So what we got to do, we want to try to avoid traffic. So we're going to go with 3 tall here, 3 tall here, and only connect them at the tip. So that will be the only way to get in and out of the city, is to take this road and go around. Otherwise, there will be no other intersections because we really don't want traffic to get too bad. So this is something we're going to do. There's going to be intersections along the way, but nothing else that crosses in the middle, because we just don't want to make a mess of a traffic situation, because no one likes to sit in traffic. So we want our new city to be perfect, so you don't have to sit in traffic and be mad all day, because no one wants to sit in traffic. So here's our city layout. Pretty simple, pretty clean, but this is how it's going to go. So now what we're going to do is, our city needs essentials like water and power. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves a water tower, and we're going to set it right here. Now, this makes noise, and people don't like noise, but eventually we're going to get rid of it. But the first thing we're going to do is set a water tower right there. Okay, this water tower is going to provide the water for the whole city. So we're going to go up like this and across. So this is basically, wherever it's blue, that's where we're going to have water. So what we got to do is make sure everywhere there's a grid that there's pipes. Otherwise, if there's no pipes, then no one's gonna be having water, and if no one has water, then people are going to be thirsty and stinky, and no one wants a thirsty, stinky city. So we're gonna try to make sure that everywhere has water, and now they do. So now we do need power too. So what I was thinking was trying to do a coal power plant. So what we're gonna do is run an individual road right here, and we're gonna run it kind of towards the end here and make it one tall. So this is where the coal power plant's gonna go. It's going to make pollution, and it's gonna be kind of gross, but we need it because it is easy to supply power to the city this way, and it's not too expensive. So we're gonna run all of this like this all the way to the water tower because we need power there. So here we go. Our whole city has power, and it's gonna have water. We still need sewage, but we're gonna focus on that in just a second. So what I want to do is make this side residential. So we're gonna probably go, I don't know, something like, let's go houses here, houses here, houses here. And then, I mean, I don't want this whole thing to be houses, but I also don't want this whole thing to be businesses. So we're gonna try to be careful. So that's gonna be businesses. We're gonna delist these as houses because I want all businesses here. I think that's kind of a smart way to do it. So businesses on the main road. And we'll even go businesses in a bit on this freight side because no one wants to look at any ugly freight or anything like that when they're coming into the city. I want them to see nice shopping malls and just good things in general. So let's go back to the paint bucket. There we go. So we got houses. We're building factories. And there we go. So everything is built up. So that is how our city is going to be laid out. We're probably going to need a lot more houses, but we're going to kind of just let the game get started because we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We do need a place to dump sewage, and sadly, since we don't have a big hole or a lake yet, we're gonna have to dump it into the ocean, but we're gonna get that fixed very soon. We're not gonna always dump it into the ocean. Hopefully soon enough we can get that fixed, but let's run power. So we're gonna run power all the way out here to the middle of nowhere. So our sewage has power, our water has power, and our city's gonna have power, which is perfect. So as you can see, our city's already growing, and we have all these streets. So look at how detailed Cities Skylines is. I can name the streets. So I think what I wanna do is the street in, I wanna name it after one of my favorite football players. We're gonna call it Favre Pass, okay? So that's gonna be the street in, and then this street out, I think is Favre Pass as well. So that's the in and out of our city, Favre Pass. Brett Favre, if you guys don't know. So that will be the way in and out of our city. We can name all the individual roads, but that's something I might let you guys do in the comment section and give me road idea names, and I'll name them. But as you can see, we have some lower income homes going up. Here's a duplex right here. So as you can see, 3 households live here, a total of 6 kids, 3 teenagers, and 6 adults. None of them are educated. A total of 15 people live there. And right now we have goals. So as you can see, we don't have any buildings unlocked, but if we get to 500 people, we get taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, and education unlocked, and all sorts of buildings. And then there's tons of different goals here that we can unlock. But right now we're going to try to be a little hamlet and have 500 people living with us, and all of our citizens are so far really happy. But that's because we have a really well laid out city, we have plenty of jobs establishing, and it looks like we do need some water support. So, oh, it looks like actually I forgot to pipe this because this is a newer part of the city. So we will pipe that so they can have water and everything flowing to them. So there we go. So now everything is solved, and it looks like the city is up and running. Look at this, guys. This is amazing. This is our city. And we can go in and look at all the people living here. We can click on different cars and actually find out who owns this car and what they do for a living, which is crazy, and I love it. I love this game a lot. I think it's really awesome how detailed it is, and I love how it looks at night. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so we're making negative $50 a day right now, or an hour, I think it is, a week, I guess. So right now we're closing in on 400 population. Now we just got to get to 500, and we're going to get our new goal. And every time we break a goal, we're going to get more money and everything like that. So that's going to be really good. Now, one thing I do want to do is I think I am going to extend our little city, or our little streets here just a little bit, just to kind of keep this area populated and growing, because as you can see, we have a huge residential demand. Everyone wants more homes in our city. People want places to live. So we're gonna make sure that it's all watered up. Okay, everything's good, and it looks like sewage is good. And I really want to get sewage on a different line because I don't want our people to ever get sick. But it looks like, what's this? Oh yeah, we have our economy budget. So, okay, everything's budgeted out. This is what everything's costing us: the roads, the power, and the water. But that's why we charge taxes, and right now we're making money, so we're charging a good amount of taxes, and we just did it. Little Hamlet, 500 people, so we did it. Now the next goal is 1,000 people, and we get all these unlocks: policies, loans, second policies, district specializations. Oh my God, there's so many things we get once we get this next little level. So 1,000 people, that's all we need. But as you can see, we have $28,000 now. We still have a high residential demand, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to keep building this area as much as possible. As you can see, I just screwed that up, so we're going to have to fix that. But let's quickly get in here and exit this and just paint all this residential. Now, we did cut off the power supply to our pump, so we got to get that back going. So I'm going to connect it right there, and we should be good to go. There we go. And eventually, once our city builds over here, we won't need these ugly power lines anymore. And as you can see, this is already polluting a lot of the water, but it's pretty much polluting out of our border right now, so it's not a concern just yet. But eventually, I'm going to dig a hole for this, and we're going to pump all of our sewage into a big hole, which is kind of gross, but it's a better solution than what we're currently dealing with. So we do need a landfill, so that's something I'm going to be looking at, and I think a landfill can go right here by the coal power plant, because it's already a really disgusting area. And what we're going to need to do is also get some type of healthcare. So I'm going to start building a bit of a healthcare area. So we're going to probably do something like maybe drop a healthcare unit right here. And then we'll also probably go with a school too, because we want to start to educate our citizens. So we'll get a grade school in here, and now they can start to get educated. So now we can also increase our taxes too, because hey, we have more things to offer, schools and trash pickup. So I'm going to increase all taxes to 11% because I think our city's worth it. I think we have a really good city here that people want to live in. So 11% taxes aren't going to be too bad, and we're going to make more money, and hopefully we can get to that 1,000 population. But look at this, guys. We have trees everywhere. People are planting big things in their backyard. This is such an amazing area, but it looks like we're having water issues. So let's go check our pipes. And it looks like we need to expand our pipes. So space is already occupied. There we go. So go like that. And like that. So there we go. Everything's covered now, water-wise. Let's actually check our water. Looks like water and sewage treatment's all fine, which is good. Okay, so that's great. Water and sewage treatment's good. I think this pipe is pulling. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Everything should be good. Nothing should be backed up. We don't need any more sewage treatment or anything, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm just making sure, because we don't want anything to go wrong with one of these cities, and then the whole city's ruined. So we got to be really careful. So Far Pass is looking pretty good. We're not seeing too much traffic right now. No one's backed up. Coming in and out of the city's pretty easy. I like it. We got a good system going here, guys. A really good system. And if we really want to see the nitty-gritty here, we can see everything. Traffic situations, which nothing looks too bad. We can see trash situations, which, yeah, the landfill's only 1% used. We're not processing any garbage right now. We can check wind conditions. And the wind's blowing that way, which is good because we don't want our citizens becoming polluted. So now it's nighttime. Let's get out of here, out of the visor screen. We're really closing in on 1,000 citizens already. We're making $2,000 an hour. We have a grade school. And we have a huge residential demand. A lot more residents are needed. A lot more residents will be created. So let's go at least make this 2 wide and go like that. And then I'm going to run right down the center here. And we're going to add more and more houses because that's the demand right now. It's just residential and some businesses. But a lot of residential because these factories need workers, and that's what they're saying right now. So we're going to slowly expand roads piece by piece. And I think... oh, crap. And I think 2 blocks by 2 blocks is a good way to do it. Let's actually get rid of those. Oh, we did it. Worthy Village. Okay, so we're going to get some bonus money. We're going to get a whole bunch of new stuff unlocked. Oh, my God. So the next one now is 1,500. Okay, so we're going to work towards that. But we got to keep expanding because they need a way to get citizens, more citizens living here. So we're going to go 2 tall by... this is kind of hilly over here. So it might kind of mess up some areas. But we're going to try to constantly fill these areas up, and we're going to have to expand water over here. Okay, so let's go over here and expand water, and there we go. So everything's connected, everything's interlaid. Perfect. Okay, so water's no problem, power's no problem. We have plenty of all of that. Okay, so everything's increasing, and a lot of people are moving in here, and we still have a good amount of money, so what I think I'm gonna do is get this community school. So if you live in the area and you wanna go to a community school, you can. So there we go, we planted that. So that's another reason to move to the city. You can get educated, you can learn things. A building has leveled up, that's amazing. Okay, so buildings are leveling up, people are enjoying the city. There's some big monuments we can put down here. We don't have money for them right now. We can get fire department, which is probably necessary for the area, obviously. So we're gonna plop a fire department down just to make people a little bit happier. And a police department, obviously we don't have enough money for this right now, but this is something we'll work on getting, I think, what is it, $12,000. So it's not too bad. Eventually we'll get a police department, but right now we have no crime rate. We do have a very warm climate that we live in, though. It gets like 100 degrees, 95 degrees or more during the day, so we do have to make sure that our fire department is on call always. Otherwise, it could get dangerous, so we could have a lot of houses burning down. So I'm glad we got the fire department at least, because otherwise it could have got really, really messy. So as you can see, we have a growing need for shopping centers. So that's what we're gonna get now. So let's try to buy some or get some more shopping areas. We're gonna extend this by 3. So if we ever want to connect these roads again, which we'll have to, I want it to be at least in increments of 3. Otherwise, it's gonna be a nightmare for traffic. So let's go over here and lay down all of these awesome business districts so more businesses can build up. And we're tiny town now. Look at how good we're doing. Okay, so we have park areas, landscaping, event policies, parks and plazas, level 2 unique buildings, concerts. Look at all the new policies we can do. Oh my God, look at that. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do now is I wanna start to create districts. So districts are a pretty cool thing in this game. It's kind of how we can label areas. So basically right here, this is going to be our industry district, kind of like a polluted district and kind of gross. Obviously people don't live over here, it's just for work. So we're gonna make this an industry district and go here and let people know, yeah, this is industry. That's what we specialize here. And then let's exit this and let's name this. So we can name this district, just so we know, we're gonna call it Industry Land, okay? So we know that this is where all the industry is. And policies here, we're gonna make everyone here have a smoke detector because we wanna prevent fires greatly. So we're gonna make sure that everyone, everyone needs a smoke detector. And that's pretty good. So there we go. Industry land, that's their policy. That's what their law is gonna be. And now let's make another district because we're gonna make a shopping district. And we're not gonna allow anyone to smoke cigarettes there because it's really important that, you know, people can shop in peace and not have to breathe in smoke. So we're gonna make this our shopping district. And we're gonna go to commercial and just make it a basic commercial building. And let's exit that. And we're gonna call this shopping land, okay? So shopping land, or actually let's call it retail land, okay? So retail land, and we're gonna say here you need smoke detectors and no smoking in this area. So no smoking when you shop. That's our laws right now. So let's see here. Let's go to pipes because we do need more pipes. And okay, so there we go. I don't know if our water tower is not gonna be enough water forever. So we're gonna eventually have to pump out water from our basin over here. So what I wanna do is we're gonna start pumping water from way over here. And just to kind of avoid the pollution that this sewage treatment creates. But then we also have to run some of these over here. So there we go. So now we no longer have a water problem, but we do have a criminal problem. So that's something we have to solve. So we're gonna just, you know, plop a police station down because why not? So there we go, police station. Start to get rid of the crime. And now the last thing we have to do is label the living area. So that way everyone knows this is the residential area. This is where people live. We're gonna push this in just a little bit. So this is all living. This is all houses. This is all stuff like that. So we're gonna highlight all of that and let everyone know this is where you live. And it's going to be not a build a park, not an industrial, not a commercial, residential, and it's gonna be no residential specialization. And we're gonna call it family land. Because this is where all the families live. in our beautiful city. Okay, so now the policies in Family Land is everyone needs a smoke detector. We're going to, we're not going to make smoking banned or anything like that because we don't want to make anyone too mad. So we're going to not ban smoking, but we're going to maybe make people, let's see. No, that's it. We're just going to make sure you have smoke detectors. We want to make sure people are safe. So as you can see, we can see the 3 different districts now. Retail, industry land, retail land, and family land, all running as one successful piece. Build a park area. We're not going to build a park area just yet, but what we should do is let's go here. Let's see what our next move is. 2,600. We're a boom town at 2,600. So let's just make sure we have policies in place. Each district has their own, so we don't need a city-wide policy because each district has their own policies. Buy new land. There's a new piece of land available. We can buy it. So this is something Cities Skylines has. Look at all these pieces of land, and as we buy more, we can unlock more and more. I think a good piece of land to buy would probably be this one because it gives us a lot more land, but this one gives us a lot more waterfront and a bridge. So maybe we get ourselves this one for 3,300 bucks. That's what we're gonna do. So let's go back to city mode. So now we can build all of this. Like it's a massive area, and it looks like we're struggling with power right now. So this is something we're gonna have to continue to build on. And this is gonna be something that's not good. So let's go here before it gets too out of hand. And let's quickly build another power coal mine or coal power plant. A disgusting power plant. Another gross one to really pollute the city. Because why not? Okay, so there we go. So the city is up and polluted. And it looks like the power crisis is over. People can resume moving back into our city. So we're getting more people living here, but our costs are just really expensive. We're not breaking even. We're not making too much money. And we're already taxing our citizens a lot. So let's go look at our budget. Where are we spending all of our money? So we go to budget. We're spending a lot of money on all of this random stuff. Schools are costing us money. You know what? We're going to go to taxes, and we're going to raise residential tax to 12. And we're going to raise all of our taxes to 12 because, you know, there's a lot of costs. If you want all these fancy things, they cost money. So we have to build more residential. That's what they're telling us to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go 4 down. This is just a big project now. Slope too steep. Construction stopped. The slope is real steep. The slope is real steep, so what we're gonna do is unlock it there. Just to kind of keep it a little bit more neat, so then we can go down like this. Okay, so this can be all homes now, so we'll have to add some power. Actually, we'll probably have to just add water, and we'll be good to go. But look at this. We're going to have so many more people moving in here. Let's go back to the water pipes, make sure we have water for the city. There's good, and that is good. Okay, so everything's running. We have water. Everything's good. Water and sewage treatment are good. No one's freaking out. No one's dying. But we can dig something now. So what we do maybe now is figure out a way to put this pollution somewhere else. So maybe what we do is we... I'm trying to think of a good way to dispose of all this nastiness, okay? So maybe we try to dig some type of hole or put some type of structure somewhere. Now, we can do some digging. We can use this. Digging is really, 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 really expensive. So that's something we have to watch for. And I think maybe we can dig a hole here. And that's going to cost us tons of money. But it might be worth it in the long run because we can dump all of our sewage in this hole instead of into our ocean. So let's try to move it. That was $8,000. And now we're going to move it to here and dump all of our sewage into this hole. Now, people are going to start to freak out, so we got to get water, or we have to get power to this real fast. There we go. And we have to make sure there's power to this place, too. Otherwise, you know, obviously freakouts. Okay, so there we go. Now, this hole will probably fill up pretty fast. I'm hoping it doesn't fill all the way, but we'll just have to see, because hopefully this keeps our oceans clean, because eventually this will clean up. Eventually, currents will push this dirty water out of here, but it looks like our sewage problem's pretty severe. We're already having some pour out into the ocean, and this is not gonna work. So this is gonna be an issue we have to deal with. And you know, we're still dumping it. It is disgusting. We definitely don't want to do this. Oh, we're a boomtown now. Okay, great. Okay, so what's the next one now? So busy town, 4,800 people. So we have $42,000. Obviously, I don't want to spend a ton of money. Let's see. Let's raise this area. So there, we raised that area to kind of prevent that from flooding over. Now we have this thing that we can call Poo Lake, just kind of chilling here. It's disgusting, but it works, okay? Poo Lake, definitely don't want to swim here, but it's gonna keep the ocean clean, and that's all that matters. It's filling up though. Oh my God, it is filling up, guys. Poo Lake is filling. Oh my God. Okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I got an idea. I have an idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a tunnel system. Okay, so we're gonna tunnel into here. Okay, so that should help move water at least and keep it sloped, and then hopefully it just becomes groundwater. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a good way to make the water not overfill. And I mean, this might work. This might work because it does leave quite a bit of space for this water to go. We'll just have to kind of watch it. It's like a slurry. Imagine if you were just standing here and then you just fell in. Oh my God, you'd be dead. You'd be crushed. Look at these waves. This is ridiculous. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm being distracted. We have to go build a high school, guys, because our citizens need it. Our citizens need more education, and education is something we're promising our citizens because we appreciate our citizens. So we're gonna plop a high school down. Building shelters. So shelters, large buildings. We can build shelters. So a shelter's probably not a bad idea. You know, if we want to keep our citizens safe. But I think what we can do right now is build this, and this can warn our city if there's any immediate danger. Obviously, this is some type of, oh, let's go right to there. That should be good. This is some type of beacon system that allows our citizens to know if there's danger afoot, because there's disasters in this. We're not going to build any shelters right now, though, but there's so many things we can do. We can build parks. We can add awesome things. So what's this? These are plazas. These are other parks. So this is a basketball court. We can add one of these. Okay, make some people happy, and then maybe go to other parks, and maybe just we can build all sorts of different parks because our citizens can use them to be happy, and happiness is important. So let's do that, and then let's go to these. You know, we have these awesome plazas. You know, so there we go. Our citizens can be more happy. Now, parks are going to cost us more in taxes, but hopefully we keep our population going up. As you can see, we have a demand for industry, for commercial. We have demands for everything. And right now our goal is to get to 4,800 people. What was our last goal? 2,600. So we're barely off of that. And we're growing really slow. We're actually losing people. So what we're going to have to do is let's take some loans out. Now, we're going to take the most expensive loan out right now. And let's pause the game. And let's get ready to build more dense populated areas. Maybe like some 4-lane streets or something like that. So let's go like this. So since we have the city built out like this, we can build out maybe, I don't know, 3 by there and then go to there. And then there, that looks pretty good. I mean, it's a dense area, so this should build up a lot of population. So let's try this, because we do need a lot more people to live here if we're gonna make more money. So see this game, you're like constantly struggling and hoping not to go under. So now what we gotta do is we have to make sure we have water supply here. Otherwise it's gonna get messy. And boom, boom, boom. Okay, perfect, done. Now let's go check on our sewage area and make sure, oh, what do we have an issue here? The siren, is the siren not active? Oh, it's not active, so we have to, there we go, now it's active. So now that will alarm off anytime anything happens. But look at our sewage plant. It's working. This area is working. You know, it's filling up. It's rising daily. You know, it's something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. But at least we're not polluting the ocean. And as you guys can see, our ocean is slowly cleaning itself up. So hopefully the pit of doom does some good for our city and keeps all the sewage at bay. But it looks like we're about to splash over. So what I might do is we can extend this basin. And that can just keep all the sewage problems over here. Now it's making more waves, which isn't what I want. I don't want to really, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so it's making a lot more waves. But we don't want to spend too much money on sewage hole right now. This might be something we might have to fix later. We are having some runoff. You know what? We're going to have to release the hounds, I think, right now. And just spill this over into the ocean. So we're going to have to let it spill into the ocean right now. Disgusting, I know, but it's something that has to happen for right now. Just because, obviously, Sewage Lake was a great idea, but it's just not happening right now. But we are lowering the pollution. We were polluting over here. Now we're just polluting this area, so hopefully that's better. It's not a great answer, but it is all we got going right now. So we'll just have to see if one day Pollution Lake can be a grand dream, but right now I think it's just a hope. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so what we got to do, we are expanding our districts. So we have to click our district line here and expand it over here too. Otherwise, these people won't have any laws or rules, and that's not how we like to play. Okay, so there we go. And we're having water issues. A water crisis. So sewage treatment is down. So we're going to make sure we're treating multiple sewage locations. So let's add another pump. And we're going to make sure we're pumping multiple sewages. All the sewage is being pumped. And we'll run another big pipe all the way here, just so we have a lot of flow to our outs. Because we don't want sewage to ever fall behind, because that makes everyone sick and everyone upset. So hopefully that's disgusting. No one wants to go over there. There's so much pollution over here too. See why we don't want anyone to live over here? It's a very bad place to be. Okay, so we have commercial and industrial needs. It's time to increase our industry. And we have water needs too. So what's our water needs? Oh, do we have no water pipes over here? Duh. Okay, so let's go like this and like that. And then just run one this way, I guess, just to make sure everything's covered. So we need more industry land, because that's what everyone's saying. So let's go here. And we're gonna build some dense industry. So like, boom. Very dense, very industry. People are gonna love it. And we're gonna go up this way to try to get as much land utilized as possible. So this is all gonna be industry. This is going to be really crazy. We're gonna add some business too, just because I don't want too much industry, but this is gonna create a lot of industrial jobs. And then we're gonna do business here. Oh crap, whoops, wrong thing. Let's go with D-zone. D-zone that, D-zone that. And businesses and businesses. And then give me the little droplets, and we will business all of this too. Okay, so then the rest can be industrial. So let's get one more industrial chunk. And there we go, Pollution City. Population, anyone who wants to live in Pollution City. Okay, so there we go. We're pumping out enough water. Sewage treatment's going great. Look at how black the water is. It's disgusting. But we do have this crater now where we're dumping our sewage. We do, look at this palm tree, like, oh my God, help me. Sorry, palm tree. Okay, we're getting close to 4,000 people now, though, which is a goal of ours. 4,000 people is a total goal, because we're gonna get another unlock. But let's expand industry land. So let's expand that all the way here and go whoop. This is all industry land. And then we have commercial or retail land. So that's all retail land. And it looks like our population for residential is going well. And this is a more dense area, so you can see more big buildings being built. We got bigger roads being fried. Now, this is our main road. So what I want to do is we definitely need road upgrades. So we need to unlock a road maintenance crew. We have to wait for that, though. We have to get to 4,800 people living with us. I think one thing we're going to do, though, is make a highway. So this can be like a huge, huge project. Or we can do something like this. This is a 6-lane road, and we can run this up the center because this will be a way. Oh, are we running out of power? Are we low on power? We do not want to be low on power. We do not want to be low on power whatsoever. Boom, done. Boom, done. We're going to drop 2 power plants right away because we are not going to let our sewage back up or anything like that. Look at all this pollution over here, man. This is disgusting. You do not want to be over here. It's a pretty cold night, too, and I've still seen a lot of pollution. But at least all the wind blows the other way, and all of our families can live happy and healthy, knowing that all the pollution's over here. But as you can see, we do have a fire issue. No good fire coverage over here, so probably got to get fire coverage in our industrial area because that's going to be really important. And then we're going to need more fire coverage probably over here, but we can't really afford it right now, so we're going to just let that fire coverage take charge. Now, we can get public transit too, but that's something we're going to have to wait on. But yeah, it looks like the commercial buildings are burning down, but we added a 2nd fire department, so hopefully they get that under control. But look at this city, guys, blowing up over here. So much city. But we have all new policies, so let's go to our districts. And let's go, actually, let's click our family land, and let's check our policies. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let people use marijuana if they want. We're going to let people, what's this? Recycling centers work 20% efficiency, cost 100 recycling center a week. So we're not going to do that. Prefer parks. No. Park maintenance boost, no. Okay, so we're going to just legalize marijuana in the retail and the family district, but not at work. So just that's not something you can do at work. So we won't put it in the other place. Recycling, slightly reduce garbage accumulation, slightly reduce tax income. No, we're not going to do that just yet. So right now I would consider our city to be a really dirty, disgusting place because we're kind of a new city and we're kind of broke. So we're going to have to kind of let pollution happen. Like, look at this. That is just straight disgusting. Pollution's just happening rampant over here. But we need a lot more residential areas. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build more 4x4 areas here. These are 4 lanes by 4 lanes. So hopefully this makes a really decent, I don't know, chunk of land. Let's just run another road right through this to kind of help break this up a little bit. And we're just going to plop a whole bunch of houses down. Just a ton of houses. Houses everywhere. Get rid of that need for residential. And then we can go like this. And go down like that. Perfect. Okay, so we're all good. Water and everything's good. Let's go check our sewage. Oh boy. Okay, so it's not coming up this too far yet. So we're still pretty good on sewage. We need more businesses. My God, look how quick our city is growing. We're hustling and bustling. We're at 4,000 people, guys. We need to get to 4,800. We get city planning policies, level 4 buildings. We get so many new things. A tourist specialism. Look at all the new policies we get. There's just tons of stuff we're going to have unlocked in just a second. Remember to have a look at new buildings. So we have new buildings to look at, it says. It looks like we have, oh yeah, we do have some new buildings. This is the disaster response unit. You know, what do? They, the disaster response unit send out helicopters and trucks to help clear rubble. Okay, that's a pretty cool thing. I think that's something our city should have. It's gonna be noisy though, so we're gonna try to place it somewhere where noise is no issue. We're gonna place the disaster response unit right there. So pretty expensive, but just in case there's ever a tornado or anything like that, these guys are gonna help us, you know, with helicopters and stuff for fires. Okay, so we need a lot more residential. We need more business still. So I'm gonna keep expanding our residential area. Let's just expand this like this. Maybe like right here. Is that where I need to put it? Right there? And then right here. And right here. And then we can run one up all the way down the center here, just to kind of help keep the traffic not too crazy. And we're gonna keep just plopping houses for days. The city's gonna get crazy, guys. So what we gotta do is go back to our districts, make sure our family land district is expanded. So let's keep family land open. There we go. Okay, so retail land probably needs some more. We're just trying to get rid of one problem and then solve the next. Look how hot it's getting. Look how hot it is getting. It is getting unbelievably hot. That's like 100 degrees. And our pollution and our sewage is still fine. Sewage numbers are good. Water availability could improve. So you know what? I'm going to just plop another water sucker right here. And then we can go like this and plop that there. And make sure we have power, which we do. So perfect. Okay, so that should solve that problem. We're trying to solve one problem at a time before more problems occur. And as you can see, we need more coal power, but we're going to have to wait on that. We need other power solutions too. So hopefully soon we can unlock some of those. Obviously, we have some new schools unlocked. We're trying to educate the masses. Hopefully more of our citizens become educated, get better paying jobs. But if we zoom into city level here, guys, this is what our city's looking like. It's looking like a desert in the industrial area, which is okay. You know, that's fine. But then we go out, we have the shopping district. Looks like a New York Times Square of sorts. Then all of the people moving into all their houses and all this beautiful area. And it looks like it's all covered with water. Everything's good. And I'm gonna actually expand water pipes right to here. And we're gonna go all the way. Actually, let me delete that a little bit because we went too far. So let's go like this. I'm just trying to make sure we get the perfect coverage so no one goes without water. Boom, done. Okay. Then we can even cross the water lines like this so they pump more efficiently. But as you can see, now we are having a crisis with our power. Let's go check our loans, okay? We can take this loan, and we're going to use this 100% on power. Power is the only thing that matters to us in this city right now. So we're going to keep expanding our power initiative here and just trying to increase as much power as we can possibly provide to the city. So the city's growing faster than we thought, and even though we open another power mill, it's going to be really tough to actually to keep the electricity flowing. So we're going to have to spend all of our money on obvious just more coal power, a ton of coal power. That's all we need. We need another $1,000, and our electricity is almost a huge problem right now. But we're a busy town. We're a busy town. Look at this. Next is big town, 7,000 people. Oh my God. Okay. So we're gonna get a bonus of cash here. Plop down some more of those disgusting buildings. Some more disgusting buildings everywhere. And now we have a bevy of electricity. Okay, so there, we're good. But we do have a dump issue, which is not good. That is obviously not good. So there we go, more garbage over here. Garbage everywhere! And then maybe we plop a recycling center down here somewhere. Okay, so there we go, recycling too. Everyone can recycle. Okay, so we have some fires, we have some trash can issues. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on Family Land. We're gonna go to Policies, and we're gonna tell them, hey, recycling's a good thing. And, let's see, helicopter priority. Yep, we're gonna give them that. And we're gonna have them recycle plastics too. We just want them to make sure that they're doing as much as they can. So now we're gonna also encourage biking. No, that's not something we have to do. We're gonna do fast recovery, no rebuilding, electric cars, filter industrial waste, boost connections. What's this? Outside connections in the area can handle more traffic. No, we're not gonna do any of that. So we're gonna just hope that this is a good solution and hope slowly but surely the city bounces back here. So we're losing money hourly right now, but we're still gaining population, which is good. But we're kind of coming down because we're spending more on policies and making sure that people recycle. Our families are the most important. Retail land we don't care as much about, and industrial land. But we really want to make sure people recycle here because we do have the recycling center. We want to reward them, and we have all these dumps, and it's just getting disgusting. So we got to be really careful with how bad this gets. But as you can see, the center of the city hasn't been built out yet. I'm going to definitely build this out next episode. Fill it with a lot more shops, a lot more shopping. As you can see, that's a huge need for us. Residential still slowly filling out, but we're really good on that side. We need a lot more shops, I think, to really make the city happy. Look at how much land we have to fill out, so we have a ton of work to do. If we look at electricity, we're still good there. Water and sewage, we're good. So, and if we look at the sewage lake over here, Poo Lake, it's still pretty good. It's outflowing still, but hey, it's still not half bad. But guys, I think this is a great place to end this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications channel, and leave comments down below with street name ideas, city name ideas, and all of that. But until next time, guys, remember to take it easy, live it squeezy.